Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Xfinity Series, sports clips, haircuts, VFW 200 from Darlington. The Lady in Black, the track too tough to tame, 200.8 miles, 147 laps, 3 stages, 45, 45, and 57 this Saturday. Saturday afternoon at Darlington, hot and slick. It's going to be a fun race. In the spring, we had Noah Gragson, Ty Gibbs finished 1-2 in both stages. Josh Berry finished 4th in Stage 1. Justin Allgaier finished 5th in Stage 1. Allgaier finished 4th in Stage 2. The top 10 of the race was Justin Allgaier, Noah Gragson, Riley Herbst, John Hunter Nemechek, Sam Mayer, Laney Castle, Brandon Jones, AJ Allmendinger, Austin Hill, Daniel Hemrick. We had 8 cautions for 33 laps. The last 3 Darlington Xfinity races have been won by Gander Motorsports, 2 by Justin Allgaier, 1 by Noah Gragson. The last 7 intermediate tracks. Now, I am putting Atlanta in the intermediate tracks because technically it's a mile and a half. So these include the Vegas, Atlanta, Charlotte, Texas, Nashville, Darlington from the spring. Justin Allgaier, 8.4 average finish with 2 wins. Austin Hill, 10.0 with a win. Ty Gibbs, 10.1 with a win. Riley Herbst, 10.5. AJ Allmendinger, 10.5. And Brandon Jones, 11.2. Now, Darlington is a 1.366 mile track. Nashville is 1.33 miles. So if you look at some of the stats from Nashville and Darlington, yes, they're a little bit different tracks, but the guys that typically run up front with one, run up front with the other. Justin Allgaier actually won both races, Nashville and Darlington. Sam Mayer averaged a 5.0 in those 2 races. Riley Herbst, 7.0. Noah Gragson, 7.5. Austin Hill, 8.5. And Ty Gibbs, 10.0. Playoffs, 23 of 26 races on the regular season, 3 races until we get to the playoffs in the Xfinity Series, Darlington, Kansas, and Bristol. So Bristol will be the end of the round of 16 for the Cup. It'll be the end of the regular season for the Xfinity Series. So yeah, so it's going to be some fun on a Friday night at Bristol. All right, so on the points, we all know what happened with Jeremy Clements this week. He won last week at Daytona, took the motor to the R&D center. The manifold failed inspection. He was stripped 75 points. Owner driver fined $60,000, 10 playoff points. The win became an incumbent win, so basically the win does not count toward the playoff. Now he has filed an appeal on it. The appeal hasn't, as far as I know, has not been heard yet. Once that appeal is heard, then they'll make the final ruling whether it's going to be yay or nay. Right now, he is out. He would need another win in order to get into the playoffs. He has dropped to 18th in points at this point in time with that 75-point penalty. What makes this different than Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch, their piece of tape, is since that was found post-race inspection at the track, it DQ'd. Since this was done at the R&D center after the fact, they have to do the same way with Brad Keselowski, the same way with Michael McDowell. The penalty's done after the fact. From what I've gathered from what I've read online through Bob Pockrass and what I've heard on satellite radio on Dave Moody's show, is they had the director of the Xfinity Series on there. You have to take the motors to the R&D center. I think you have to do it before Phoenix or before Martinsville or something for them to check it. They took it there when they should have to get it checked because they wanted to use it again. And because they took it there, it got checked. It failed. This is the outcome of it. So right now we have AJ Allmendinger with 3 wins, leading the points, plus 58 for the regular season championship. You get 60 points in a race. So he's almost got a full race up with 3 races left. Ty Gibbs the second with minus 58 to the regular season championship with 5 wins. Justin Allgaier 3 wins, minus 80. Noah Gragson is 4th, 3 wins, minus 115 for the regular season championship. Now, Noah's had his 2 issues this year. The 30 points at Road America, he got docked, and his DQ at New Hampshire, which is 32 points. He technically should be in second place, minus 53, but he's in fourth, minus 115. Fifth in points, Josh Berry with 2 wins. Brandon Jones in seventh with a win. Riley Herbst is plus 150 in eighth. Again, 60 points. You got 3 races left. That's 180. So if he gains at least 30 points, so he needs to leave Darlington at least 120 to the good, 121 to be safe for the tie. 121 to the good, and he will clinch a playoff spot. Sam Mayer sitting at ninth, same deal. He's right now plus 129. If he leaves Darlington plus 121 to the good over the cut line, he will clinch a playoff spot. 10th in points plus 76 is Daniel Hemrick. He can clinch next week. 11th in points is Landon Castle plus 55. Ryan Sieg 12 plus 43. Now, with 3 races left, if any of these 3 drivers, Sheldon Creed, Anthony Alfredo, Brandon Jones, Myatt Snyder, Jeb Burton, Jeremy Clements, were to win in one of the next 3 races, they would move up into the playoffs, and Ryan Sieg would be out. Right now, Sheldon Creed is 43 points out. Anthony Alfredo is 79 points out. Brandon Brown, 86. Myatt Snyder has already been eliminated from pointing his way in, minus 162. I'm sorry, not quite eliminated, but pretty close. Jeb Burton is minus 175, and then Jeremy Clements minus 208. So those drivers have to have a win to get in. So Clemens right now, technically, he needs a win to get in. Now we have some Cup drivers in the Xfinity Series this week. We have Ty Dillon in the O2, which is, I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. With Ty looking for a ride next year, and the O2 for our Motorsports looking for a driver. Yeah, so with Ty in that O2, he's looking for a ride. Our Motorsports is looking for a full-time driver. I'd like to see that pairing work because I think it would be a good place for Ty Dillon to land. Kyle Larson, one more start in the 17th for Rick Hendrick. Now he has 13 Xfinity wins in his career, 5 of them on the intermediate tracks such as Darlington. Christopher Bell is in the 18, replacing Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin, with the accident in Daytona, decided to not. He was kind of sore, didn't want to race in the Xfinity race, so he raced the Cup race. So Christopher Bell's taking the spot in the 18. John Hunter's in the 26, and then Ross Chastain is in the 48. My 4 picks to win the Sports Clips Haircuts VFW 200. Gotta go with Noah Gragson. He won the spring race at Darlington. He won at Nashville. He's on the intermediate tracks, 2 wins. Noah Gragson, I said since he got the penalty at Road America, I'm picking him every week. He's actually won races since then. Ty Gibbs, he runs well on these intermediates. 2 wins this year, average finish 10.1. Go with Kyle Larson. 5 intermediate wins and 13 wins in the Xfinity Series. He's out there for fun and basically chasing trophies. So Kyle Larson. So we have Justin Allgaier, Noah Gragson, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson are my 4 picks to win the Sports Clips Haircut VFW 200. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.